So how far can you go? We believe as far as you want if you are willing to invest in risk. So we are going to tell you about our stories and the risks that we took. So in a year, I have gone from being an art historian to a JavaScript developer to an entrepreneur starting their own hardware IoT company. I absolutely love what I do, and I genuinely cannot imagine that I would do anything else. And I would not be able to do this if I had not become involved in technology, art, or entrepreneurship.
Hi everyone, my name's Olivia. I'm from London. I've been a software engineer for about 5 years now, and for some time I dreamed of leaving my grad job to go off and travel and do more projects that I was really passionate about, but I was basically just too scared to make that leap. And last October, I finally built up the courage to take a risk and start freelancing. It wasn't an easy decision for me. It took a lot of investment in my confidence and my personal development, but eventually I was able to face that fear and take a risk.
So I was told at school that I wouldn't amount to much, and that if I wanted to, I would have to marry wealthy. I'm glad you guys find that funny now. I was absolutely devastated at the time, and truth be told, it knocked me down about 1 million pegs. But it really fueled my desire to actually stand back against people, and it told me that I can achieve more if I just set myself to what I want to do, not based on what other people think I should be doing.
When I was working, I received some feedback that I sounded bored and not very passionate. Getting that feedback initially frustrated me, but I just had to remind myself I am a passionate person. It's just that fear of looking stupid in front of other people that was squashing my passion down. I took some deliberate time to articulate the things that I love, like technology, education, getting more women into technology, and sharing that love with other people as well, which really built my confidence and helped me engage with other people more. And it just gave so much clarity to the decisions I was making.
Had I realised I had an interest in the creative technology my whole life, then perhaps my story would be slightly different. So at the age of 11, I taught myself to code on Neopets. I don't know if anyone know what Neopets is. And I downloaded a photo editing studio on LimeWire, so I'm sorry, Mum and Dad, for destroying our computer. And I taught myself to make nice layouts for my pet. Can't believe I'm telling this story. I have always, therefore, been interested in technology and art, but was defined at school as artsy. And therefore, I was put into subjects that upheld this. And if I had known that I had actually been doing coding or doing, I'm not going to say studio because I don't want to be sued, then I would have actually been engaged in technology from an earlier age.
5 years ago, I absolutely hated public speaking. At my previous company, they ran Toastmasters sessions, and I'm actually looking at someone who did those sessions with me. So when I remember my first ever session, I think you were there, Deville, I literally got up, tried to do the speech, went completely red in the face, apologised, and sat straight back down. So if I hadn't been through that practice, I wouldn't be here in front of you today. And it was just down to that, despite hating it so much, I pushed myself to go to those sessions week after week, and gradually that fear of public speaking started to fall away. And although it is still literally terrifying, I know that I know that I can do it, and that I am all right at it, really good at it.
So just a year ago, I took a risk and I joined coding boot camps. And I trained with Code First Girls and Code at Uni, which then led me to join the full stack JavaScript development bootcamp, Founders and Coders, 2 days after I finished my last art history exam. Founders and Coders taught me to be more confident in myself, and I have met some incredible, interesting, and inspiring men and women. I've become the type of person to never forfeit a challenge and never let my self-doubt influence my future.
I make a lot of mistakes. I'm sure I always will. And I always have to just remind myself it's okay to fail as long as you learn from those failures. About a year ago, I decided to make a career move that was something that I really wanted, and I applied to work at Facebook. And after my technical interview, they phoned me back and they said, you know, it wasn't quite good enough, but we really like you. Can you do it again? And I regret to say I actually chickened out of that opportunity. It wasn't the end of the world. I'm very happy with the path that I've taken now. But when I was making that jump to be a freelancer, I had to remind myself of that regret that I felt. And I now use that story as my drive to push myself forward, that if I don't try, then I'm never going to know and I'll regret it.
I have learnt an awful lot in the space of a year, and needless to say, I have completely changed my life. This year, I will finish my master's, and I have been developing my product and approaching potential buyers. And if this isn't what I do, and this isn't the area that I go into, then it's okay, because I'm no longer afraid of failure, and I've realised the value of investing time and effort into taking these risks.
Through my different experiences, I pushed myself to grow my confidence, articulate what I'm passionate about, reflect on those things that I regret, and that meant I was able to invest in risk when it mattered and made the career move that I wanted. Since making those moves, I've got several cool product projects, new technology and languages under my belt, and I actually have an offer for a job in Berlin, which was unexpected but very exciting, and I have taken it. I didn't chicken out. In the future, I dream of starting my own social enterprise and really helping to progress education. And to close, we truly believe that you can go as far as you want to go as long as you invest in taking risks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, well done.